All right, so this is going to be a very informal video. Um, so recently I've come across this post talking about some racism uh, in China. So basically, there's some team um, full of expats, and they made their name the Yellow Fever. And you know, when I see this, I obviously see the issue with it, but I feel like you know being here in China for like these past 4 years, I mean, you'll see, you understand that there's like a racial caste system in China. There's open racism to the point where like it's just normalized, right? And I feel like, honestly, there's a lot of like, problematic, racist, or very, I guess, very conservative men that like to come to this country or come to Asia because they know how they'll be treated, right? And they'll be treated with privilege and like kings and everything, basically because of the color of their skin and because the culture here, right? It essentially empowers or embraces white skin, and it really, like, all of the stereotypes from the West, everything that has to do with race, it's like tripled here, right? Um, so I just want to talk about it, and just I feel like I'm gonna go crazy. Here's my original comment. I'm just talking about like, look, it's crazy like that this comes into the news because literally, like, when black people have to like sleep outside on the street because they won't be accepted into hotels because of COVID, or all foreigners are blamed for COVID during COVID time, or like, I don't know, the slightest thing will go in the news, right? Like, I don't know, like, let's say there's a foreigner and like the foreigner like runs a red light, right? People run red lights all the time in China, like on their scooter or bikes, right? But if a foreigner does it, it goes on the news, and everyone's like, "Oh, you have to follow, Chinese laws and this and that." But it's like, what? Like, everyone breaks these rules, right? So I feel like it's kind of like the same thing here, right? It's like, how is it that, right? This racism basically gets called out, right? But nothing else does, right? And then like the Chinese population essentially can immigrate to many countries, many people like go abroad all the time, and I guess there are issues, right? There is like an anti-Asian sentiment, especially since COVID going around. There's like maybe some violence, things like that. There's issues, but it gets talked about, right? But nobody talks about what it's like, being a person of color in China, right? It doesn't really go on to like the main news that much, right? Like, let me go to Google, and I'm gonna Google like racism in China. I mean, there's some things, right? But like the fact that yeah, okay, entry bans to public places. Yeah, there's like signs saying like no black people allowed. Um, yeah, right. But it's not. It doesn't have the same effect. It just does not have the same. It doesn't get the same coverage, right? I mean, there's some stuff. I mean, like, okay, here's blackface. Like, that's that. Okay, what else? Um, yeah, okay, a museum like does stuff like this. Like, there's all sorts of things, but no one cares. Now, on this topic, when I see this, I mean, okay, this is like a issue, right? There's other issues in this comment section having to deal with like basic xenophobia, basically implying, oh, well, everyone that comes to China to like teach English is just trash. Everyone that comes to China, they're just like low lives in their own country. They're like running out of their country, X, Y, and Z, right? They need to like get out of the country, get out of Asia, right? That sentiment, I feel like, is mainly coming from the men who are like jealous and will harass women if they date like a foreign dude because they feel like inferior, but they don't know how to deal with it. So, I mean, that's one type of the energy that is here, right? But it's ironic because, like, okay, well, like the Chinese population can immigrate everywhere, right? And almost have this sense of like entitlement, and people will be like, oh, well, if or they always love, oh, follow Chinese laws, follow Chinese laws, follow the law in another country, right? But people go to the U.S. all the time and game the system, right? I know people, I know students that basically, I don't know, their parents paid a bunch of money and then had them go to America and like have a baby to like game the immigration system or something like that, right? So it's like, how can you say like, okay, so everyone comes here is bad? Oh, but like, like the whole population, like what is it, like 20 million people or something like immigrating out is like no issue, right? So I feel like everyone in the country like kind of gets no respect at all. But yeah, like expats are so spoiled abroad. Oh, expats are so spoiled abroad. I'm glad we're finally not tolerating their bullshit. Like literally anything that you do, it can get on the news, right? There is a sense of entitlement. Actually, there is. But where does it come from? It comes from China. It comes from the fact that racism is essentially ingrained into Chinese culture to the point where like every 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 everyone of every education level, I'm talking from like there's people here that they really like have no idea what's going on in the world, like literally they don't know where like the US is on the map, and right, so they have their own like stereotypes or whatever, and then boom, that's that. But the other, but literally, even at the top of like the education level, still people have like hold the same views. They still hold the view that like white people are like better, black people, darker skin, Indian, even other Southeast Asians are worse, right? There's still that belief from top to bottom. No one talks about it, right? So these people, I feel like there are people that come here. I mean, I know teachers like, my girlfriend, she's Chinese. And I think I left one of the schools and she's like working there. And then, yeah, there's like a teacher that comes and then they're like, oh yeah, her boyfriend is like, like a black American. And then he's like, what? Oh, so and so likes, right? So there's people that come here all the time, but they know. I mean, they literally ooze like white supremacy and X, Y, and Z. But they know because this is already ingrained in the culture. It's not like these people came here and then like taught people to be this way. It's already here. So like let's take a look at okay, not this one, but like let's take a look at like this video, right? Okay.
Join me on the 4th annual homecoming and pilgrimage to Sierra Leone.
Yeah,
on
I'm
December
surprised this is
28th,
even like here. Okay, it got
through January 9th,
kind of a lot of
2022.
views.
We will be
This is just like one of
China. A mother will come back.
是叔叔
Okay.
还是阿姨？
阿姨
你以前见过他吗？
在餐厅见过几次。
见过
Okay,
几
so
次
basically the kid
是这样子的。
the mom is like, oh,
他
be
妈妈跟你
racist.
说你可以跟他打招呼，可以跟他说话，其实这是不对的。为什么呢？因为这些黑人呢，他有很不好的习惯，他很不礼貌。有时候呢，在我们中国，有时候在国外做了很多去伤害中国人的事情。我们是什么人啊？
中国人，妈妈，我可以说我们是中。
不能跟陌生人聊天。
Feel hatred for black.
Yeah, so basically, yeah. So I mean, right, like this stuff. Does it cause waves on like Weibo? Does it cause waves on Chinese social media? No, people be sleeping on this type of stuff. Other things are like if I go, yeah, okay, we have the commercial. Oh yeah, he's there. All right, let's put him in the dryer, and then he comes out clean and Asian. Okay, all right. So there's stuff like that, but I mean, there's just so. I mean, it's every single day on. Let me go to the Great Translation Movement. Every single day online, there's the most worst things ever being said on Weibo, Xiaohongshu, everywhere. Like, let's go on here. Like, Okay, well, trust me, there's gonna be something problematic. Yeah, here we go. Boom. There we go. 不喜欢以后中国 I don't know 春黄种人人基因被黑人 something something. Yeah, I mean like look. Don't be diluted. Oh, we can't have like the black genes isn't. I mean every single day. Look how many people like it. And like this guy, I can tell you, like never in his life probably has met like any person of color. Probably maybe some people, not even foreigners. Not gonna lie, which is why you walk down the street and people like will take pictures of you and X, Y, and Z. But it's just so funny to me, like literally this gets in the news. I don't know. There's like something about ice cream going on now. Before there's like jokes about some guy like eating black people in Shanghai, but like you say the slightest thing here, right? It just like blows up and it drives me insane because when it's like someone that's clearly like super, kind of uneducated and just purely ignorant, right? That's that. But when there's people that are like on Instagram and, like let's say they're Chinese immigrants or something, and then they feel so comfortable to like tell people to go back to their country and feel just like, oh, like this is the only issue. This is the only issue here, and everything else is like nothing, right? No one talks about everything else. No one talks about like stuff like this every single day. Even myself, I have gotten what is it, like death threats before, like only one though. I mean, just arguing in the comments. And then yeah, but like who cares about that? No one does, right? What are you going to talk to the police station? What are they going to do? Like they don't even care, right? I feel like in some ways Chinese social media, it's just like not even regulated except for like maybe political stuff. Not even like, yeah, I don't think I can can I? Oh, maybe you can see. Oh, you actually can see. Okay. All right, so let's look at some stuff. All right. So like let's type in like black boyfriend. That's like the biggest one. That's like the All right, do I have to log in here? All right, well, I will. Yeah, but like that, it's just crazy, right? Like no one cares about people sleeping on the street. No one cares about, the fact like you can't go into like a hotel or something during COVID time. No one cares, right? But if it happens in the reverse, right? They built the whole structure, the whole racial caste system, reinforced. I feel like reinforced by like the media and everything because they only show negative stuff of like black people here. It's not like, I don't know, Harvard graduates or it's like some positive news. It's kind of just used to say like, oh, well, other countries are like running rampant and there's so much crime and bad things. All right, so we logged in here. Let's all right, let's search. I don't know. I feel like some of them, I feel like I follow a couple. Okay, this one is like a big one. Like, oh, they, yeah, see? Go back. Go with them back to the country. Yeah, I wish you the best. Like, get out. Oh my God, you dated like a black guy. Get out of here. I mean, I don't know. You can say literally anything. Oh, there's not that many comments, surprisingly. Maybe it's like not that. Okay, here's another one I think I saw circulating. Okay, so we go on. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, so, oh, just calling him like a slave. Oh, yeah, African slave. Basically, get out. Yeah, here's a good comment. So Chinese men can get like foreign girlfriends, but foreign women can't date black people. Yeah, I mean the stereotype is basically that foreign women don't like Chinese men, and then they just like don't, I feel like they don't try. I feel like in general, like it's not like, oh, you think like this person is attractive in China, and then you, oh, I'm gonna like go ask for their like number or something. Like people don't do that, so like that's another issue. But I mean, with that, I mean, I feel like the men kind of, when they had more power, never really treated the woman like that great. And then I feel like the woman got more educated and basically didn't have to rely on men as much, and the culture kind of changed, and it created like a dating market where you essentially have to buy the woman and a house and other things like that, which is created by Chinese culture and the men. And then now, once like, oh, things are inconvenient, they just like will go online and then just spread hate, not only with like black people, but also just with any people that don't fit the, I guess the that don't align with quote unquote Chinese values. So here's a big one. And then also sometimes people will steal these photos and then create other rumors and stories, and then guess what? Like the platform doesn't care, right? Like if there's an issue, some things, I guess the platform or somebody doesn't want anyone to see, it disappears instantly. But like, I don't know. Go and like look at these comments. It's just like really, really, really bad stuff. Yeah, and then it's just like, what do you do? Yeah, don't be in China, and then I wish you happiness. Blah blah blah. Yeah, keep going. Get out. Oh, okay, yeah, great. I support you. So leave. Excuse me, please get out of China with your boyfriend. Boom, exactly. So when I see this, what am I supposed to think? Like, oh wow, it's so like bad. Oh, like we should really like do something about this. There already is that energy because, like, once again, if you're a foreigner and you get into some type of argument with someone Chinese, it goes on the news, and then they'll show the part. They won't show the beginning. They just show like the end of the video, and then they'll show like the foreigner fighting or something, fighting with the Chinese person. They don't give any context. They just say, oh, foreigner did something wrong, and then they like clip the video, and then boom, there you go. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty bad. Also, let's just say, let's go to like 外国男朋友. Some people literally are like, oh, I want to have like a mixed baby. I want to have like a half white baby. So, my kids look better, X, Y, and Z. And like, let's look at the comments here, and then you'll see how different they are. Okay, yeah. Let's see. There's going to be some hate, but it's going to be like, I wish you the best. Oh, wait, let me see. Did you say it? Yeah. Okay, not that one. I think that's not a good example. Okay, maybe, France. Okay. Yeah, it's just going to be like, nothing too bad. Just generally more positive. More people saying, oh, that's great. Yeah. Just more positive things, X, Y, and Z, boom. Boom, bada bing. So, yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's funny. It really is funny, because I don't know, every single day, there's something terrible. I mean, people say, if we keep even looking on here, like, let's see if we can find anything else. Yeah, I mean, let's see. I don't know, there's terrible things said generally every single day. But if you ask people, they'll tell you no. They just want you to think, oh, it's like the best country in the world. Oh no, there's no issue. All right, this is yeah, that's bad. Basically, they say, oh, it'd be better if you were half white, it would be better. Definitely, definitely. Okay, Asian boss. I kind of don't trust it a little bit. And funny enough, this guy, I saw him on this website, and then people are calling him the N-word in the comments. So that pretty much sums up that. Let's see if we can go here. All right, and then what did I do yesterday? I said this month I'm learning Chinese, so it is in Chinese. Ironically, where was it? Is there racism in China? Yeah. I think it was like something like this. Oh, all right, it's pretty recent. And I'll always say no. 可以这样讲的吗？还是采访一下？ Yeah, it's funny. As a side note, I tried doing this, not asking about race, but just trying to talk to people and have like an actual interesting conversation because I speak Chinese. I was actually thinking of doing this video in Chinese, but people do not really engage with foreigners, and they aren't that open. So people will literally do this or just kind of like walk away. Sometimes people would just pretend like they can't. 反正是很简单的问题，就是第一个问题就是，你觉得在中国有种族歧视吗？种族歧视？嗯。Yeah. See, no. Oh, of course not. No. 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 Yeah. Go online. Go online. Read the comment section. And you know another thing is this couple they're pretty cute. Go online and then literally, if you report this too. Oh yeah. See, a cotton machine. Oh, what is it? Planting cotton. Oh, so basically, how do you translate it? Oh, so great. So good at planting cotton, basically. All right. Yeah, support. Okay. Oh, we're going to blackify. Oh. All right. Make these women more black. There you go. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, wow. In South China, they love black women, or they love black men. They love black people. This and that. Yeah. So. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. I feel like okay. This looks promising for good comments. Let's see. Yeah. Pretty in line with Chinese beauty standards. Yeah, pretty in line with Chinese beauty standard boyfriend. That sums it up. Yep. Let's see. 还不如发在朋友圈的起码是那 Let's see. 起码那里没人破防. Okay, yeah. So some people 为什么找白人? Why are they lying? Why do they lie? They know. You know why. You know why. Yeah. So, I mean, there's some hate in all comments, but like the worst is if it's blacks. And as you can see, there's more people defending this, right? Opposed to the other comments. So that also says something. Yeah, they're just making fun of the men. Oh yeah, making fun of the men. Let's do a comparison one more time. Let's see. I mean, if you type in even foreign boyfriend, 90% of the time it just implies, a white boyfriend. Not gonna lie. So, and that is the most common matchup. So. Let's see. Like, let's go here. Let's see. Yeah, you learn some good bad words here too. Okay, so 为什么要找我们拍摄给人看 ？Okay. All right. Well, this one isn't too bad. Was it Chiu? Yeah. All right. This one's not too bad. Surprisingly. I wonder, can you see my... No, you cannot. You cannot see my private messages, because if so, I would show you some pretty bad stuff. Yeah, and, you know, people ask me all the time, "Oh, do you wanna stay in China, you know, for the long term, this and that?" And the answer is, well, if we have kids, what are they gonna have to deal with? Are they gonna have to deal with stuff like how it is on the internet? Probably. Except people usually don't have the guts to actually say it to your face. I mean, there's some people that have said bad things, but I think only like 2. Mainly, it's usually just looks, like dirty looks. Sometimes people would like bounce away from you during the pandemic as if you you brought the virus over. Let's see. All right, this looks promising for bad comments because it shows public affection. Let's see. Nanda BF. What is it? Let's see. Fan Chan. Okay, so that's not that bad. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, it is what it is. But this right here, I mean, if this is the issue, then why not just like talk about the fact that there is a racist like caste system in China and Asian countries in the first place, and then people won't be attracted to come here and feel comfortable to like do things like this, right? But until that is changed, like, what's gonna change, right? Yeah, after being an expat in Shanghai for 7 years, I mean, yeah, people just say people feel really comfortable to be racist here. I mean, people come to be racist, and yeah, I mean, they know how it is, and what is gonna change unless the bigger issue, the elephant in the room, is addressed? What's gonna change? But it doesn't touch the media. It definitely is not being posted here, right? Let's see if we can find some of the let's see if we can find some of the signs. Okay, I even looked at some stuff. Let's see. Okay, racism in China. So let's see what comes up. Yeah, alright, here we go. We've been informed. Yeah, from now on, black people are not allowed to enter the restaurant. Yep, there you go. And police, yeah. Kind of supported by the police. Okay, that's a good thing. Let's see. Seen this video. Yep, there you go. What's this? I feel like
你嚟自邊度啊？廣州。廣州。你邊度人啊？廣州。廣州。係啊。廣州啊？係啊。哦，喺邊度讀書啊？恒大。恒大。真定假？真嘅。真㗎？係。真係？係。真係廣州人？係啊。係啊，我真係睇唔出。大佬聽唔明認唔話係咪啊？係啊，跌晒眼鏡啊，大佬，真係跌晒眼鏡。犀利。
Alright, we already saw that video. Racism in China is nothing new.
What's on your mind today, man?
All is well. Just came back from China and Japan.
Okay.
My first visits over there speaking with the African community.
And Japan?
And Japan.
Really?
I spent a week in Japan, Tokyo and Nagoya.
Okay.
And then they flew me.
Dope.
Yeah, Nagoya is dope. I really enjoyed it. And then I went to Shanghai and Beijing. It was bittersweet. Sweet because it was good seeing African people in a different setting from America. Okay, I had never been to China. So it was very good to see that. The bitter side is the fact that we're not treated well over there. I'm not surprised at that.
What you mean?
Yeah.
But I was taken aback by the extent to which racism is practiced against blacks in China openly.
Really?
So in America, we have a civil rights culture.
Yeah.
So racism, you have to tuck it under. There were certain nightclubs that we couldn't go into.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And they will tell you no black people are allowed here. There's certain sections of certain neighborhoods you can't live in. So, for example, if they don't want you in a certain section in Brooklyn, they would just use clever real estate tactics to keep you out.
Absolutely.
Okay, i.e. your credit ain't good enough or the bank didn't approve your loan. They don't have to do that in China. Exactly.
They're direct with it.
They're direct with it. We don't want black people here. The irony is what? Africa is rolling out the red carpet for China.
Yep. Okay, blackface again. Also, I haven't seen any news about the filter. Also, what's this? Yeah, I haven't seen any news about the blackface filter. I mean, there's like a filter on TikTok for blackface. Okay, what's this?
Because these motherfuckers knocked on their doors telling them that we have a few cases from Nigeria, so now they're just assuming that all of these black people, they might be in touch with the infected cases, and all of a sudden they're just kicking everyone out. And as long as they see you black, you're fucking African, okay? They see you black and you're African, you're fucked. Right. So all of a sudden they're just kicking everyone out, and they have nowhere else to go because the hotels wouldn't take them as well, and all of a sudden they're just homeless. And yesterday there was this distribution. I was there, I was helping them, and these motherfuckers showed up again and trying to stop us, so they were asking me where I was from. I said I'm Chinese, and they were just like, oh, you're Chinese, like why are you on their side? You should be on our side, isn't that? You pick a side, isn't that? I'm just like, we are fucking in this together, okay? We are fucking in this together. And if you wanna put them in quarantine, whatever, you give them food and water and a fucking bed to sleep, okay? You just, when some people are trying to help, you just came and you are trying to stop us, and I'm just like, because this.
All right, so there are some good people there that understand, what it's like, but it's not like big enough to make a wave. I mean, as you see, you have to search for it. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. This woman can't get into the supermarket. Yeah, she can't go. Oh, but she can go. Okay, so the white girl can go in, but the black girl can't.
You're not allowed to go in? No. Well, I can go in. You can? Yeah, definitely. I can go in and they cannot. Come on. They can.
But you see, I mean, like, what gets more coverage? Like, the racism in the U.S. or in the West during COVID time, or like this? And this is way worse because no one talks about it. No one talks about it. I think it's the first time, some white people in China have actually felt the full pressure that, people of darker skin deal with, like, all the time, even before COVID time. So, yeah, I mean, like, look, you have to, like, search for it. You gotta, like, search for this stuff. It's not just, like, out in the open. I mean, you really got to search for it, and it does not create the wave. It does not create the wave that news like this does. So I feel like I should do something. I feel like I should talk more about it. I speak Chinese pretty okay, I'd say. So I feel like I should say something, but at the same time, I don't know, you post negative things about Chinese people on Chinese social media, nobody cares. So, like, let's try it. Let's say racism against blacks. Let's see. So, let's see. 歧视. Some people just say, yeah, I'm racist towards black people. Yeah, of course I am. Oh, because, like, people do bad things. Yeah, they do bad things like X, Y, and Z. Let's see. I don't know. What's this? 在广州去中丹餐厅卫宿. Let's see.
出去吧，去贵州餐厅。求你了，这有点害怕。
你可以走啊。
我有点害怕。
那走吧。
Oh.
写的还是这种字。
Oh, just okay. So some xenophobia. Okay, maybe entrance here. Oh, in this place. Oh, there's so many black people. You go into the room. Let's see. What? Baojiang. Oh yeah, there you go. Just typical racism. Oh, you go in and it smells bad. Oh, this. Let's see. Menko. So many black people. Oh yeah, 流氓, hoodlums. Let's see. There you go. And then here is the typical like racist person online. They take the Derek Chauvin photo and they put him in like the Captain American uniform, and then basically say he's a hero for killing George Floyd. So that's great. So let's see. Yeah, how kumbu. Oh, so scary that there's like black people there. And this is just like what, a couple days ago? You think this will get on the news? You think like this is gonna go on this website, on this news here? Of course not. So that's all I have for today. See you next time.